is your host, Rodrick Swift, and boy, do I have the Swift sauce for you. Musicians Matters Podcast, live right here, 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, every Wednesday on all digital platforms on Positive Power 21 Christian Media LLC. Let's go!
Welcome to another episode of Musicians Matters, or the Stakeholders Podcast. This show is going to be an awesome show tonight. But before we start this show tonight, I have a little words to give to you. World Gym Art Gallery grand opening July 20th. That's going to be at 3100 West Sahara Suite 207. Located on the second floor, Las Vegas, Nevada, 89102. WorldGymMart.com. 725-502-7237. And if you need more information, talk to Sonia Edwards. And I will be there with musicianslessons.com as a trainer. So come on down there and join that grand opening. I'm very excited to interview this guest, because every time I talk to this guest, he do nothing but brings nothing but joy to me. He has a lot to tell, and I'm just going to let him just talk. Let's welcome my guest, Brian Ewell. What's going on? How you doing? Hello.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Hey, what's going on, man? It's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a while. It was like the fifth episode.
Yeah, I think it's right there now, man.
Yeah, I'm very. Matter of fact, we up there right now. At probably in number 80 right now. I'm very honored to have you at number 80 right now.
Man, thanks for having me on the show, man.
Yes. So how you been doing on today, my brother?
Man, I've been busy, man, between coaching at the school and at the high school, work with football and track, and then, got a son who'll be a senior this year, and then trying to catch up on some projects here at the house in the studio. Been doing some mixing and mastering, some drum stuff. I'm actually doing maintenance before I got on the call on my gear and stuff like that.
Oh, awesome. So how's it?
Pretty busy year, man.
How's that studio coming along, my brother? I know it's going on.
Oh, it's solid, man. I just got finished setting up some stuff I got going on for streaming, like some drums or live tracking. Working on that setup now. Got to get one of my brothers to help out, do some wiring and stuff with it. But other than that, man, it's going smooth. I got everything's up and running, man. There's some vocals for artists out of here. Have a couple more things I'm going to do out here. I do like a lot of mixing and mastering, also DJing stuff as well. So I think I just got back from Arkansas not too long ago doing my aunt's, her birthday celebration. So, man, I've been ripping and running, man. So studio's up and running, though. It's functional.
Little bro, what you know about DJing, man?
It runs in the blood, man. My dad did and everything. So, been doing it for a while. I'm a vendor here in my school district, and I get quite a few calls for DJing.
That is awesome. So how's that aspect as far as when you DJing? I know there's you have to work the crowd and all that. So do they ask for different types of music, or do you just go with whatever you want to play?
No, I get requests, but before I do an event, what I always do is I send out a playlist in advance, and the kids or my clients get to select the music. So I play the music that whatever the client selects, and when I start building that playlist and title, it starts searching traits and adding to it something that's popular, hot. Of course, I have line dances, so it all depends on the client. Like, especially for like the middle school and the high school, I have to get it early so I can filter the clean stuff. Because if the kids ain't clean, I'm not gonna play it unless it's like different, like a different event for adults outside of the school district. But I send a little thing out, they fill it out, they send out what they want to hear, and I play what the client wants, and it goes real smooth. And of course, you have line dances and stuff like that. And I do request. So I have an iPad app that people come up to instead of coming up to talk to me literally about a request. They scan the iPad. My phone will say, "Hey, such and such requesting this certain song you play and this tempo, whatnot," and I'll pull it. I try to pull it up while I'm in the mix. So it's all about engaging the crowd a lot, though.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And as far as the engaging the crowd, do you like vinyl or do you like CDs or what?
Oh no, I use Serato, so I have like turntables, but those get to my laptop and everything. So I just do it from there.
Awesome. So do you do a lot of scratching and mixing it and everything while you're doing that?
No, sometimes it's distracting. Like back in the day, scratching was a thing, but nowadays, man, just keep it moving with the music, songs and stuff, and I scratch here and there, but I really don't scratch, man.
Yeah, yes. It's more the club team that likes to hear that scratching and all that,
Right, the sampling and everything that they have and all that.
Awesome. Have you ever been into a competition DJing?
DJing is a part of my. This would be my second full year of my LLC, which is called Brian C. Productions LLC. So inside of Productions, DJing, mixing, mastering, drums, so all this inside of it. So, but competition-wise for DJing, I've never gone to one of those things.
They do that out here like crazy. Shouts out to DJ Thump. He's one of my good friends. He's a drummer too, and he plays. He's a DJ out here, and he knows what he's doing. 95.7, I think. He's 97.5 FM. I'm sorry. He's the dynamic DJ. He goes to like majority of the parties, like the pool parties. He does the pool parties out here.
That's awesome, man. That's cool.
Yeah,
DJing is fun. I find a lot of drummers do DJing. So a lot of, because doing tempos, hey, like this tempo goes with this here, go with that there. So like, gotta have a sense of timing when you're doing stuff, especially like transitioning to the next song. So that sense of timing. So I know a lot of DJs used to be drummers.
Yeah. Speaking of DJs right now, my DJ his name is DJ Sir Skates. He's going to be at the session that I'm going to be having. The Thanksgiving session is going to be on Thanksgiving weekend. It's going to be November the 30th at the gas station recording studio. It's going to be off of Losey Road, 2270 Losey Road, North Las Vegas, Nevada. He's going to be making it happen out there, and it's going to be an awesome event. And it's going to be the musicians' scholarship gala, so it's going to be nothing but suited and booted. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's gonna be, I like to dress up. Some about dressing up, makes it a nice occasion. So I'm very excited about this. This is going to be the first annual Agape Productions Musicians Matters Scholarship Gala. So I'm very excited about that coming up. Now, as far as when you DJing, my brother, how big your crowds be? Sometimes do they come like flourish, or do they come like a drum session? Do they are they just coming, or do they basically purchase tickets and stuff like that, or whatever?
Well, like I said, when I do my DJing, like a lot of the school dances here in my school district, like especially middle school, some of the high school stuff like that. So those kids are like from 500, could be from 500 to 1,000 kids, depending on what school it is, like say 8th or 9th grade. And so they would do like a end of the years. Then like I did an end of year dance for middle school up here. It's probably like maybe 300-400 kids. I've done weddings. I've done one wedding. Weddings are so much different, man. There's so much extra stuff that comes with weddings. I think this coming year I'll probably do my first quinceañera, which I've never done one before, so I'm trying to research that. It all depends. I think the most I've probably done is like maybe about 1,000 people.
Awesome. Let's go back to the music part as far as in the studio session. How many EPs you got going on, and where can they find your EPs?
I've been doing a lot of mixing and mastering, bro. So I'm actually right now I'm working on my actual project now. I haven't given a name. I'm putting the construction music together. It's gonna be different. My old album, Reach and Release, I did back in the day. I'm redoing some of that stuff. So I've been pretty much under the radar for a while. I've been kind of like an underdog, but I've been doing like a lot of mixing and mastering. I did a client of mine, Kenny Wayne, a song he's called "Arise," which is on iTunes and all that stuff. He did his vocals here at my house, and I think I got to do some more, finish up with that stuff there when I get back with him. Really, man, I just been like on the low tip, man, just working on stuff. And I do like a lot of different events for churches. Like this Sunday, I got to travel to San Marcos to play, so I do a lot of the CCM stuff nowadays, which is kind of like that rockish stuff for church, worship type stuff. So I've been playing a lot of that.
That's awesome. You going to NAMM next year?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think my wife should be tagging along with me, man. When I go to NAMM, man, I don't go to drum circulation. I went to NAMM this past year, and a lot of the companies weren't there. I think because of COVID, so a lot of drummers were touring, musicians. But I think some of the companies, like even my guys, Sabian, they weren't there. This past year, my stick company, Scorpion Percussion, who was their first year, they had a booth. The first year went very successful. And actually, next week, they'll be unveiling my new signature stick, which is the ADX model that's coming out. So they gave me a pair of them at NAMM this past year, and I checked them out, and I fell in love with them. So we'll be announcing that next week sometime. I was very excited about that. But NAMM, there wasn't a lot of the companies this year, but last time I go to NAMM, I go to like meetings, conferences, and I spend a lot of time in the audio section. I'm always looking at different stuff to up my gear here at the house, or, just looking at different ideas.
Speaking of NAMM 2025, I'm going to be more in a keyboard session next year. I like that Nord session for some reason. I like that Nord session.
Everybody wants the Nord, man. A lot of churches have the Nord now, especially because of the CCM field. They got their Nord Stage 3 or whatnot. They use those. A lot of churches, there's not been a church I've gone to do CCM stuff that I've not seen a Nord somewhere to set up.
Yeah,
Nord's pretty awesome, man.
Yeah, that Nord got a great sound. It's got a great sound, but I'm pretty much the old school right now. I like that B3. Nothing like that B3. If you listen to some of my sessions every Sunday, I got a cat that's really playing that B3. He's looking up Drummers United International on YouTube, and you'll see some of my spots. I've been posting like basically every week. Now, I used to didn't post nothing of me because I didn't think that it was worthy. But I said, I can play drums. I've been playing drums since I was 3 years old, going on 4 years old, 5. I taught my first paper kit. That was all she wrote. And then my uncle gave me my first set of Rodgers. I was so thankful for that, man. It was ridiculous. So I started posting on YouTube. So that's another adventure, instead of doing the podcast, doing teaching lessons and stuff like that. It's a great experience. So I can study myself, you know what I'm saying?
Right. You know what's funny, man? And I probably still have not, never got into the drum covers and stuff. That's just never been my niche. God has blessed me so many different areas. I don't have to do all this stuff. I don't want to be approved to anybody at the end of the day. Because, get a lot of, and it's crazy, man. I see a lot of the drummers in church now, man. They want to look back at their camera versus focus on what's going on in the service versus they're trying to impress or they're trying to look back at, hey, see how many followers they got, man. Like I said, I have so many, I have Sabian cymbals, Scorpion percussion. Recently have Action Drum signed to CTM in-ears. A lot of time with the companies, man, more than your gift, man, they care about who you are as a person, who you are off your instrument. What kind of person is Brian outside? He's a family guy. He's a coach. He's a life coach. He's a family guy. Because drum covers are not for everybody. Everybody's not meant to go tour on the road like that.
Right.
I would love to go tour, but if I ever do it, fine. I know my place. Hey, I find us doing studio stuff at home and in the house of God, man. But one thing I've been working on this year, really, man, is just to always. And I learned this from Rex, man. Perfecting your sound. I'm not trying to be cloning anybody else, man. So me. I think one thing my wife said the other day, man. She said, "Babe, I can tell when you're playing because I have a certain sound. That's me. I have my identity. I'm not trying to sound like Calvin or anybody like that. I just have me. I'm just me behind the drums, or if I'm producing and mixing, I want to be a guy an audio engineer who mixes, or a drummer who plays drum, or a producer produces. Different stuff like that. I have 2 degrees, music business from Full Sail. Then I just finished up before COVID. I finished up an audio production degree, so I've been doing a lot of. I've been getting into a lot of audio mixing. Sometimes I go to churches, man. I get called to come to churches to work on fixed sound, live sound, which is crazy, man. Like, they not drums, but hey, can you come fix our sound? I say, yeah, sure. I love that stuff. I love live sound, just being inside of it, hearing the different things. It's really opened up so many doors, and guys open up doors even now for me. So, like I said, I've been in the school district for 3 or 4 years, but I think it's maybe my last year because I've been pushing my LLC and I start to grow and expand now financially. But I'm getting a lot of calls, for a lot of stuff now. So it's like, okay, I'm learning balance now. But really, I've been in the studio. I haven't played drums. This will be my first Sunday playing for any ministry. I've been sitting down, really just relaxing, getting the word about it, sitting down, defining myself, finding out who I am behind it. But changing my sound. I also brushed up recording stuff at home. Because, when you record in the studio, it's not about sound, man. It's really not, man. It's really about pocket. Just not so many notes so the audio engineer don't have to do all this cleanup. I mean, if it's a field, it's going to be a generic one, not nothing crazy. Okay, man, I got to cut this. Got to edit audio. You got to cut this. You got to edit this. So, what I'm saying? A lot of musicians, man, a lot of guys, even now, investing in your own home space. I can say my studio is a professional studio. I don't have to pay for studio time. I have top-notch gear, and some of the gear I have. That's one thing I learned from Calvin, man. I met him a couple of years ago at NAMM, and I showed him some of my old setup. He said, "Man, you don't need to have all that. You don't need to have." He said, "I get that mix. You got to have the same exact mix that Soundcraft." He still has that thing actually today. You don't need all the crazy expensive gear to record. So I've cut many records off this one thing at the house. So we try to spend time buying stuff. Like now I'm to the point now I had different snares and stuff. I had quality snares and stuff like that. But beforehand I had stuff you'd be surprised when I do mixes and stuff like that. They're like, man, no, it's like nowadays, man, analog will always be there, but we're starting to get away from analog with this AI technology stuff like now. A lot of mixing and mastering is a lot of plugins and stuff now. Analog is still there, but we're starting to get more to, hey, we throw plugins. Or these guys got software. They can run their music through a software and mixes and master it for them. They don't have to touch it. Someone else does it through an app. But I like to be behind. I like to feel the knobs and stuff. Like even I use some plug-in, I use some analog. So I use both. My partner Orlando, he does like a lot of analog stuff as well. He's about to graduate full sail. So music, I love to be involved in it. Even DJing is like a art. Like hearing the songs, hearing the vibes, watching the crowd. Hey, and like kids, they love line dances. And then some of my, but I cater to the cultures as well when I'm DJing. Whether it's Latino, African American, Caucasian, I don't play just one genre. Cause, hey, I want to hear Little Baby, stuff like that. I say, guys, some of my kids will hear that Kumbaya music, so they love Selena, my Hispanic kids. So, hey, I try to cater to all the cultures because I just don't want to be one set culture. Okay, he just does play this particular music. That's not going to get you anywhere.
You're right about
and I have
that.
fun. So, and one thing I do at the end of my DJing, I always do at all my events, especially the kids. They think it's funny. They love it, though. When the person who did the event, hey, DJ, it's the last song we can do after that. Well, I play the Barney cleanup song. The kids, they love that. It says clean up. The kids, they go crazy over there. Love it. But they know it's time to clean up. We shutting it down.
Right.
But I also play some of my grown folk stuff with some of my adults. Say, my teachers, I got some adults now. Hey, I slip some stuff in there from there as well because they're there working just as much as the kids are. The kids are having fun. They're there working, serving food. So, hey, I try to get in and play some grown-up stuff as well while I'm there. I try to make it feel fun. That's just how, just like DJing, that's how it is with music. I service the music. I service the song. That is my job as a drummer. We service the song.
You're right.
Play my role. I play my part. Play my role. I'm not trying to be a flashy type cat. And then a lot of stuff I play for with the CCM, but I also do a lot of the just playing down in the prophetic realm. Like that type of music is world opening free stuff. That's more heavier stuff, but it's freedom. But a lot of times, like coming in Sunday, I got a whole set of songs. Like we have a whole click. We have the clicks, and we have the guy and everything. We have the stems we have to play on top of. That's pocket, man.
You're right.
You don't have time to jump around in the stem. It's already built out.
You're right. You're right about that. And sometimes when you're playing with that track and doing stuff like that, you got to be in that pocket. Or if you don't get in that pocket, it'll mess up the whole song.
You be not getting a phone call again. You won't get a phone call. Hey, he ain't coming back.
He ain't coming back.
Yeah, you won't be calling that guy no more.
You're right. So as far as when you, I know you've been playing drums for quite some time. I've been following you since you first started. What inspired you to go to the other fields, but besides playing drums and what inspired you to go like to engineering and DJing and all that other stuff? What inspired you to do something else?
Man, I've been around music my entire life, man. It's crazy. My dad had me listen to a lot of the old school stuff. Like I grew up listening to a lot of the Barry White, the Shy Lights, Kenny G, a lot of the old school stuff. I came up listening to that stuff. But really, I've always loved music. But for me, I could have gone to school for music production and full stuff. I want to learn the business aspect of it. But also, I wanted to do audio because I love mixing and mastering. Okay, I could do my own stuff versus me trying to pay some all this money. I could do this stuff myself, be more efficient, save myself money. But also, too, like when COVID hit, man, it shut down. It really you had to think outside the box. You have time to go run in the studio, do this. I can work from home and do my own stuff. And I have a care. I can come out any time of the day. Or like I'm not at school right now. I come out any time, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I come out here in my studio and not worry about bothering my wife and kids. Let's see. I go in and shut the door. It's soundproof. I come out here and do mixing and mastering. I won't play drums late at night. I can, but I don't because I'm respectful for my neighbors around here. But I play late at night before my neighbors have never said that to me, man. That's the beauty of it. But I go out here, man, just working. Like I get an idea, boom, getting them 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Say, hey, you good? Can I come down to the studio? Nah, I just get here to work on it myself. I had clients I make beats for. I got one I'm working on now. She's like a poet. I'm just doing some beats for her so she can speak to it. stuff like that, man. But I'm getting involved in so much. I love to be involved in everything, especially drum. I'm teased about drum tracking now, man. Just really, sometimes less is more. Need a lot at home. But I've invested in my craft. Everything from I bought a big trailer, which I go do like when people get me to come play drums for them or like events. I have a whole package. You can get me. I play drums. I have a sound system. I have my own board, my own gear and equipment. I invested in myself. So I don't have to say, hey, I got all this. I can pretty much run a whole concert. I have everything to run that. Maybe.
That is good. That is real good. And I've noticed that about your brand. I'm about to ask you about your brand. What makes your brand unique from each other? I love your brand. You changed it. It's very eye-catching.
Oh, you see the logo with the headphones? So it's like, my name is Brian C. Productions LLC, so my name is the brand. So for productions, you get everything out of me, whether it's doing stuff for movies, post-production, any type of production that's inside of, whether it's my books or drumming, mixing, mastering, that's all inside the LLC. And I thank God my wife, she helps me manage all that stuff. So, hey, man, you got this, hey, can you DJ this month? Yeah, I can do that. Oh, hey, you got this session with the artist coming up. You need to work or get set on that. So it keeps me balanced. But, hey, what makes my brand unique is it's me. When you get me, you get Brian. You get Brian C. You get quality, whether it's a mix or you get quality drums, anything I do with the spirit of excellence. From DJing, I get a lot of compliments to be like, I got to the point, I DJed this last one. I was supposed to DJ another one. I couldn't do it. I said, man, there's 2 events the same night. Man, we got to get you for next year. I say, just don't schedule with the other middle school in the same night. We good. I mean, I drove all the way down to Arkansas to DJ my aunt's birthday, man. They enjoyed that, man. My wife's side of the family, man, we had fun. And so production, you get quality production.
You heard what I said?
What's that?
We can't be like some doctors now, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They schedule 5 to 10 people on one time. I don't understand that. No, we can't be like, you can't be like doctors.
Nah, my homeboy's working on my website. It should be out soon. It'll be bceprollc.com, and on there I'll have some different. You can book me from there. I have some pricing coming out because I think I was talking to my mother-in-law. I was talking to my wife. I think I want to get me for my DJ. I want to invest in a 360 machine. The little thing that spins around those pictures and all that. I told her I want to make that as part of my package. So for me, also I'm good at pricing. My prices are unbeatable. So I work with clients. I ain't trying to overkill, but I get my worth when I do stuff, but I don't try to overkill because I know DJs should probably charge $1,000 plus. That's minimum for what they got going on. I'm not trying to kill a client. I'm trying to, and also, with me as a DJ, hey, I build a playlist, and what I'm playing at your event is what you've requested from me as the client. So it makes it easier. Hey, this is the stuff that you got selected. Then I just build off of that playlist. My thing automatically starts building, hey, you got this type of song. Hey, I got these songs. And start filtering it. It makes it easy for me to build it. And line dancing alone, man, I try to wait towards the end or mid. Line dancing takes about an hour. You filter through songs, different line dances and stuff like that.
Right.
So when I need to kill time, I'll start running through line dances.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That is true. You're really right about that. Oh, my goodness. Now, do you have any strengths that you like, or do you have any, what is your strength and your weakness?
Weakness is probably just getting better at, booking, just balancing everything out. But a strength for me is, strength for me when I have an event or I got something going on, you get quality work out of me. So once I know what's going on, I'm dedicated 100% full into it.
You're right about that.
So I'm also a go-getter. So, hey, let's make it happen.
I'm a go-getter. Let the world know about that go-getter situation because you can be a go-getter, and then when you go out there and get them, then the people don't want to, respect what you're giving. You understand what they take your kindness for your weakness.
Right. And I've learned that even in the past. I'm learning now, so now I'm different even now, man. It's like even when I go to minister at different church stuff like that, man, I don't settle for, the normal, I know my worth now, so when I charge. At the end of the day, I got to travel up, that's gas, I got to play, I learn the music and everything like that. So it's not like, I don't really have an honorarium when I go to churches. A lot of time I tell the churches to sow a seed to me. But even like now, I have set prices. Like I told wife, I charge my own family. I charged them when I came to Arkansas. I gave them, they got a discount to their family, but I still charge because I had to drive all my gear down. I didn't haul my trailer this time. My trailer, I have a big old 7x14 trailer. They can haul all my stuff in. But I didn't need to take it. I didn't need to take all my gear. So at the end of the day now, I'm learning my work, man, because I've got to the season now, Rodrick, I'm not doing freebies for anybody. Can't.
I'm losing money
that way.
I'm learning that too. Yeah, you're right about that. I'm learning that too. But it's like say for instance, certain things. Like say for instance, I'm noticing there's certain churches that doesn't have a certain amount. I'm not saying like that, but there's certain churches that doesn't have a certain amount or whatever. But then you know your worth.
Right.
Don't disrespect your worth. That's basically what I'm saying. Don't disrespect my word. And, if God tells me to do not charge him, I'm going to go with that. But then I've been, basically been disrespected so many times, then I have to basically charge my words. You understanding what I'm saying?
I think we get a lot of that in the just the African American church. How musicians get screwed over so much. They get shortchanged for their gifts and their talents, or their gifts get prostituted by the house of God because people want to take advantage of that. The church I go to like now, like the CCM church I got to play for on Sunday, they've always taken care of me. And as much, not even the money aspect, but just even when my family comes there, they get treated like royalty. And because I got to play 3 services back to back. Start at 8 o'clock. Yeah, the church I got to play for on Sunday, that's 3 back-to-back services, Doc. Same
what,
day.
8, 9, 11?
Huh?
8, 9, and 11, or 8, 10, and 11, or 8, 10, and 12?
I think 8, 10, and 12. I think they changed a little bit of the times, but yeah.
Wow.
Some of the churches I got to go play, like the CCM church stuff I got to play at, it's like they got like 3 services, Doc. But they take care of my family. I got when I go there, we have a whole back lounge for musicians. We have coffee, food, breakfast. They take care of us, man. Like they take care of you. Like they value your time and who you are. Also get the word, and everything. Like they value your time and who you are. Hey, they know. Hey, I'm coming up from out of Florida. I got to drive an hour and a half to come up to that church. And a lot of times, my wife sometimes she has to travel with me, so she has to get up early more than me. So at the end of the day, that's they're mindful of that time, so they take care of you financially, build relationships and stuff like that, man. So I've learned that it's less messy on that side of the vineyard.
Yeah.
Like a lot of times in the black churches, it's a lot of politics, a lot of messiness, and hey, this is what I think you should get paid. No, it's not what you think. It's what I'm telling you. You're either gonna pay me that, or it's not gonna happen.
You're right about that.
So I guarantee you get Calvin or somebody coming and play. You either gonna pay them what they're gonna ask you for, or they just ain't doing it.
They're not doing it. That's right. You're right.
It's not, hey, what can you do, Miss Solid? No, I'm not doing freebies. No, I'm not doing it.
You're right.
Especially when I got to bring gear and stuff in, because I the products that I endorse, I have to play on those products.
You're right about that. I'm endorsed with like 5 companies right now. I have to definitely play with their sticks. I got to play with Sweetwater in ears and stuff like that. I got to play with the no nuts. I got to play with 5-core. I got to play with all that. So I understand. I understand exactly what you're talking about. Man.
Yeah. I think I've been an underdog for a long time, man. I think one of my sisters, man, she told me something at the beginning of this year for me, so that hit so close to home, man. And that's why, like, now I'm starting to come out. Like, I'm starting to get calls out of Wu yonder. I'm working on a couple of ideas, but also, this my LLC is for my kids. I said this is a legacy to them, man. Hey, y'all fall on hard times. I got something that you can run with if you need help and get up on your feet whatnot. So I'm growing and building this. I've been building it for a minute, so I spent the money, but also now I'm putting the time in working. So, and I had to put time and work in this. Even when I built this for one of my friends, we spent 6 months building this home studio. But before it became that, we used to stand here where it used to be a garage. We would just stand here and talk about it. He said, hey, man, my friend Kevin said, hey, man, let's start talking about it. Let's start doing it. So we started activating what we said, and we started working and building it, man. A lot of times we all say, man, I'm waiting on God to do something. A lot of times God is actually waiting on us to step out. He's waiting for us to use our faith. His faith is for action and trusting him. So at the end of the day, God can't do something unless you have to start something so he can step out, so he can start helping you out with it. So, and I was getting everything to pay for the LLC, spending the money for it. One of my sisters, she was my lawyer up in Dallas. She took care of getting my LLC established and everything. So, it's a lot that comes with it. Like I said, it's a business. So, still growing it now. So I've been investing in different products here at my home studio because I'm about to. This year, I'm getting more audio pieces for my studio. I mean, I got plenty of drums, snares, and stuff like that. So now I'm looking at the audio aspect of it, and also get some stuff ready for some streaming or stuff like that. But I'm looking at, okay, if something happens again, let's say, Lord forgive, something like happened like COVID, something like this, something of that magnitude, I'm all right. I can work. I can do stuff from home. I ain't got to worry about nobody. I'm self-sufficient. I can work on my own. I don't need to call nobody, hey, bro, I need to go track drums. No, I can do this myself.
Yep.
And one of the biggest helps for me, I think, about a year ago, I met a guy at the airport. I was actually coming back from them. I was sitting in the airport in Cali, and I met a Caucasian guy. He started plucking my brain about frequency. We were talking, man, and he happens to be a Grammy judge. He was on his way to Austin because we rode in the plane and everything. But just talked to him. I had his number. He came out to the house. He came in my studio. Said, "Man, he said you have the perfect studio. So I'm gonna show you a couple of things to make your stuff deemed to be a Grammy-type recording studio." See, the whole thing we think, well, have a professional studio. We think you gotta have this grand, this building, all this treatment stuff like that. But if you do it right, I learned all how to do frequency stuff like that. He said, you look at some of your heroes drummers. They don't have this lavish home studio, but they've cut grams and stuff out of their house. So what's the secret? This dude came to my house, told me what mics to get, and he said they weren't expensive. He just told me certain stuff to get would help. He came here and showed me how to arrange so he arranged my studio, showed me where my drums at were perfect, my mix room. He showed me all that. He said, this is what you need to get it looking better. But also part of my studio is a man cave. I have my TV out here. I got my couch that people can sit here and do vocals on, or it flattens out to a bed. I got guests over. But everything I got now, I'll put an AC system out here, man. So I put some equity into my studio. I add more to it, man. But just like God's brought so many people into my life to help me along the way. So it's like, okay, God, he could have charged me for information. He gave me this information free. I took it. This is one whole thing. I never want to waste anybody's oil, their time. I don't want to waste your oil. That's precious. So this guy spent an hour and a half. We sat down, we talked. Man, he played a recording he did at his home kitchen from home. In the kitchen. A whole orchestra piece. He done in his kitchen at home.
Wow.
And another thing he taught me, he said, man, if you send me a track and if it don't sound good on the phone, why am I going to waste my time putting it inside of monitors?
That's good.
Because one thing with mixing, yeah, man, it can sound awesome here in my home studio, but also I had to do a reference track. I go play it outside in the vehicles. I may send it to him, let him listen to it. I might send it to one of my homeboys. Have them listen to it. I get a couple sets a year. My wife, she critiques it. Hey, what's going on? Is it clear? Is it muddy? It's a science of art. You know, it also has it loud enough. Does it have enough compression on it? You know, that mixing is an art. It's a science. It's something you can't rush to. I say, if you want to rush a project, man, I want to get my project. I want to get it out next week. I'm going to do it this month. I want to get it out next month. Okay, you got some guys doing their projects, have done projects. That stuff's been getting mixed for the past year and a half, maybe 2 years. If you want it done right, don't rush it. Take your time. Because mixing is a process. Mixing and then send it to mastering and stuff like that. That's two different type of setups.
You're right about that. You know I'm still working on my Capture This project right now. So you're right about that.
So I never want to rush the process because guess what? I don't want to rush God, so I'm not going to rush the process. Because when the final product comes out, I want to be proud of that.
Yes, sir. You're right.
So a lot of stuff is just knowledge, man. Just having the knowledge. A lot of stuff I learned from school at Full Sail, man. I learned so much from my professor. One of my professors worked in the Avengers movie. But he told me, he said, when you graduate, he said, this is when your journey begins mixing. We gave you just a starting surface, the tools to help you start mixing and mastering. But he said you really start homing on your own skills after you graduate. You get up under somebody to find a mentor or something like that. You know, I studied so many different mix engineers. Like, I love Danny Duncan. He does a lot of stuff for people. Like, watch how when Calvin did the whole drum library, man, Danny Duncan used so many mics for that recording. He used he wanted to capture every fiber of that room. So he was all over the place. Our room mics, all over the trash mics and stuff like that. My kit runs about at least, I think, 15 different microphones. But they're set up in different spots though.
Okay, I got you. So it's not just on the kit, right?
I have like different room mics. I got mics in my room. I got a mic I might throw out in the kitchen to catch some of the stuff out there. It all depends when I'm recording. I don't always use 15 mics all the time. If I'm doing a country song, something like that, I'm not going to use 15 mics. No, but less is more.
I got you. I understand.
Yeah, but I have different microphones for different selections. Then my homeboy, he built me. I have 2 custom sub kicks. Anthony King, give him a shout out. I also went to NAMM this year, and I bought it. The mini micro bass, mini bass. He specialized, made me one out of Purple Heart because I have a Purple Heart that's been being blown up. He made me a specialized mini bass here that's at the house.
Wow.
He gave to me, I invested. I love the investment. Built me a custom sub kick. A second one I have here now at the house, man. That's my brother, man. He showed me the game, how NAMM works properly, work NAMM, how to network and everything. You go to drum set, you see it. Cats on the shed on drums, stuff like that. You're doing so much product, right? You ain't getting paid for that. Versus King Calvin, somebody playing something for Pearl, he probably getting a check for that, Doc.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm not going to sit down and demo somebody's project like that. I'm not going to sit there and demo a project. Guess what? And I go there and say hi, hey, go hi to Sabian. I'll go say hi to some of my companies. Hey, what's going on? I may spend a day hanging out with them. And then the next day, like one or 2 days, I'm in the audio section. I'm audio takes time. It's going through, looking at different mix boards, different gear and equipment, meeting people, man. It's on the big companies out here in Austin too. So, just different things like that has helped me grow and continue to grow,
Let me ask you a question before we close the show. Are y'all having the same effect with Sam Ash that we are having out here?
I think the Sam Ash up here in San Antonio is about to close down.
Okay, because the Sam Ash is closed. It's in the process of closing. So they got it like every product is like I think 80 to 100% off. That's basically what they're trying to do, get everything out of here. So I just wanted to question that.
That's my spot, man. But at the end of the day, man, when's the last time I've been in the store? Most time I go in the store, Maybe go look at drums.
Okay.
Because they were the sticks. I bought some from the stick company. I got plenty. I have more enough stuff here at the house, man. Cymbals, I'll just call the company, or I can go to Guitar Center. Most of the time, I go to Guitar Center and browse their audio gear.
So I just had to ask. That's all you brother had to do. But before we close, do you have something positive to say to the world?
Man, don't ever stop. Don't ever quit what you're doing, man. Even when it looks hard, you think it's not going away, you got to keep pushing to get to the other side where the light's at.
Okay.
So keep about the mind, they keep pressing. So don't ever say you can't. Don't ever let anybody tell you what you can and can't do. Don't let nobody put you in a box. Don't let nobody put you in a category. At the end of the day, somebody wants to know why. If somebody wants to know where you're at, why you got this, I ain't got that. Well, if you have a problem with that, I admonish you to go ask God. I dare you to go ask him why is he getting blessed? Why is he getting this here? I say, at the end of the day, stay in your lane.
Yes.
I stay in mine. I ain't trying to get in nobody's way. I ain't trying to get Rodrick's way. I'm not trying to get nobody's way, Doc.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I keep myself. I keep quiet. I've been quiet for years, man. So I keep to myself. I keep it moving, man. I don't care. Hey, people got their opinions about me. I don't care. And that's their personal opinions. I don't care.
Amen. Praise God to that. But you always welcome to this platform anytime Musicians Matters or the Takeover.
Definitely.
Yeah. It's always a blessing to talk to you, brother. So we are brothers always.
Yes, sir.
Our conversations flow like we never. We always talk to each other every day. We only talk to each other like once or twice a month. But that you can tell that the brotherhood is still there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that's definitely. I got friends I talk to. I may not talk to in years, but when we get together, just pick up where we left off at.
Exactly. That's the beauty of it. Amen. So
that's the beauty of it, man.
Yes, it is. So I'm going to thank my underwriter, Jerry Rice, Positive Power 21, Christian Media, LLC. And it says, dignity has always gotten us through. It was a choice, and not always the easy one, but the people I respected the most in life and made it again and again every single day. That's Madam Michelle Obama. I'm signing off. Be blessed.
Join me as your host, Rodrick Swift, and boy, do I have the Swift sauce for you. Musicians Matters Podcast, live right here, 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, every Wednesday on all digital platforms on Positive Power 21 Christian Media, LLC. Let's go! It's going down right here at the gas station studios, 2270 Losey Road, North Las Vegas, Nevada, 89030. Agape Productions Global LLC presents our first annual Musicians Matters Scholarship Gala, November 30th at 7 p.m. Formal attire. Tickets, $80. Seats are limited. Ticket sales will begin June 30th at DrummersUnitedInternational.com. Dinner will be provided by CT's Catering. DJ Sir Skates will be on the ones and twos. It is our mission to be greater in 2024. See you there.
Listening to Jerry Rice Live Worldwide Podcast. Baltimore, Maryland. And you're listening to Jerry Royce Live Podcast, the best international radio station in the whole wide world.
What's good, y'all? It's your man, Scola De Niro from the multi-platinum group, Drew Hill. And I'm proud to say that I'm from Baltimore, Maryland, and you're now listening to my man, Jerry Royce Live Podcast, the best international radio station in the whole wide world.